He's the smooth talking, jive walking, banana eating, vegan creamer drinking, your favorite morning host, the one and only, Josh.com. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Hello, camera 1, camera 2, I see you. Welcome to the Morning Banana Show. It's all happening. We're here. It is 8:40 something a.m. It is June 28th. And the live stream, as usual, is just so bad. This camera is just so bad. This is why we got rid of it years ago, and I just so happened to find it. Maybe if I put a stapler in front of it like that, it's totally washed out. Yeah, that's good with speed. Stapler. Look at that. Problems have solutions. All right. Oh, no. Now it went back. Come on. Think about the stapler. All right, everybody. Well, anyway, welcome to the Morning Banana Show. My name is Adam Josh. That's what my mama named me. We're going to trust it over on camera number 1 over there. We're getting the good, decent recording. While we're here, pause that guy. That was Further From This Cage. That was Further From This Cage by Adam and the Joshes. I've logged into Twitter on the PC, which I don't usually do. So I am checking the live streams there, and Twitter seems okay. Let's follow the link to this show and see how it's going. Let's see how the Adam Josh show is going right now. Oh, hey, it's live. Hey, everybody. Nice stapler. Okay, I'm done with the Twitter. I could probably close it. I could probably even log out. I hope you guys are having a good week so far. I have my vegan banana over here. You laugh, but some bananas aren't vegan. For whatever reason. Shellfish, basically. They're selfish when they make them with shellfish. This is Silk Almond Creamer. Now, I've talked about this quite a lot over the years and tweeted about it. But I gotta say, Silk Almond Vanilla. Silk Vanilla Almond Creamer has been my go-to mainstay, and I kid you not, ask anybody, for, I don't want to exaggerate, since 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 7 years. So, I tweet them occasionally, and they said, Adam, we recognize that you really like Silk. We can tell. So we're going to send you some product. And that was recently. This has already happened once before. And I'm not soliciting Silk for free product, but doggone it, I'll take it. So I appreciate the free product from Silk. This Morning Banana Show, I guess, is unofficially brought to you by Silk Vegan Creamer. Now, they are a subsidiary of Danone, which is obviously dairy. They make a lot of dairy. Danone. So you could trade the stocks of Danone, and I thought about it before, but I'm not going to until Silk gets their act together and gets their own publicly traded stock. I probably won't be trading Danone. Which is, I have these weird morals about stocks. I don't want to outright invest in like a meat company as a vegan. But I'll invest in the S&P 500, which probably has some, meat companies or companies that aren't vegan in it. All right. I'm checking the Schumann vibes, the Schumann frequencies. We had over here yesterday on the Schumann frequencies a solid black line, which some people speculate is a glitch in the matrix or a reset, or what people would call the Mandela effect, or the equipment simply lost power. There was a power outage. So it's a lot of things. But you see like these whiteouts on the Schumann frequencies this last few days. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just Google it. Schumann frequencies. I call it the Schumann vibes. Basically, it's measuring the frequencies of the Earth. The Earth has a heartbeat, a measurable frequency. We have a measurable frequency. So when it's higher, the heat map will go white. And when it's a lower frequency or normal, it will be blue. So as it's washing out and going white, the question you have to ask yourself is, why are the frequencies that this thing is picking up, measuring the frequencies of Earth, why is it washing out? And why is the meter pinging out maximum? Could be a lot of different things. Could be energetic weapons. Could be exactly what we're talking about, like the vibes just being higher. I'd like to think so. Anyway, the vibes seem chill right now. But the last couple days, there's been some interesting phenomena. Check it out for yourself. I'm not making this stuff up. There's like hours and hours where it was completely washed out with white. And then there's a hard break, like reset or power outage. Again, I'm not an expert at interpreting this stuff. Some people are. Okay, let's check the live streams over in the Ukraine right now. Yesterday I'm looking at the live streams from the Ukraine. You can go on YouTube and type in, let's see what you can type in. If you're on YouTube, type in TVL Ukraine live streams, 4, 8, 12, 16, 4, 8, 12, 16, 4, 8, 12. There's 16 cameras from all different parts of the Ukraine. And I've been doing this, for months now, just pointing out the obvious absurdity that the Ukrainians here are either not aware that they're in some world war, or they don't care, or they are being lied to so fully and completely that they're oblivious, or we are being lied to so fully and completely. I was reading an article yesterday that said, the CIA has active involvement now in the Ukraine, and that's a good thing. I mean, I'm in Canada. Our country has sent millions of dollars and weapons and weapons aid, they called it, to the Ukraine. I had a friend in the Netherlands who sent money, whose country sent money. America sent money. So basically, everybody is indirectly fighting Russia with its ally, China. And some people call it a war. Some people don't call it a war. The CIA is now involved, apparently. So it's a bunch of cluster nonsense and a money laundering operation in broad daylight. People are getting paid money for these weapons. You know it, and I know it. And then politicians are flying over there and picking up their 10% for the big guy. A lot of bribes going on in broad daylight. If just hear me out on the politician being bribed thing. If I'm standing in the way of you getting a weapons shipment or some aid from my country, if I'm standing in the way because I'm a politician and I have the choice whether to say yes or no, and I say yes, and then I fly out to your country to meet you, you're so happy, right? You might give me a briefcase and I put it back on my private plane and fly back home. What's in that briefcase? Hey, who knows? Maybe we arranged that briefcase, maybe we didn't, maybe it was a part of the agreement. This is how the real world works, my friends. Sad to say. Anyway, Ukraine, from according to these live stream cameras that are happening in real time, looks as peaceful, if not more, than where I was sitting. So that's that, my friends. Looking over at some stock prices real quick. Tesla's at 736 right now. I saw this story this morning about the Texas horror. 46 migrants found dead. San Antonio in shock. And they act in the story, at least in the headlines, like they don't know why. What happened? Did some mass murderer show up in the back of a trailer on its way from Guatemala and start executing these people? No! That is not what happened. What happened was these people, for whatever reason, found themselves in the back of a trailer and suffocated to death, asphyxiated to death, starved to death, overheated to death, had exhaustion, and basically overheated in the back of a trailer, hoping to get illegally to America as migrants. And yeah, it sucks. And it is super risky. I'm a Canadian. If I tried to break into America, the risks that I'm taking, even if I had this story of like, oh, my mom is American. If you heard about, oh, Adam Josh found dead across the Niagara Gorge, or Adam Josh found arrested by American Border Police. Yeah, it sucks. It's risky. And like you're taking your life in your hands, breaking into a foreign country and not filing like the proper way through immigration. So I get it. You could say, well, that's how our ancestors did it. They just showed up and killed the natives. That's what happened. Yeah, sure. I will agree with you on that. But what these migrants are doing, they're taking their lives in their own hands. They're very brave. And I feel bad for the women and children and the men who didn't know any better. But, I don't want to sound cold-hearted, but I'm just saying that, they're literally they're literally forcing themselves into and getting illegally into another country when there are legal channels to do that, where people have been waiting for years. So they all want better lives, and 46 of them wound up dead. It sucks. It sucks. You think a border wall is going to fix that, though? Maybe it will, maybe it won't. The tractor trailer. The tractor trailer had didn't have to go through a border, did it? I'm reading another story of Amtrak derailed. That's crazy. In Missouri? Amtrak derailed near Mendon, Missouri. That is crazy. Sorry, I'm just reading about this Amtrak derailment. 3 killed after train crashes into car. Oh, geez. That really sucks. Okay, well, anyway, here we are, the Morning Banana Show. What can I tell you? Some more uplifting things, maybe. I did a show yesterday, a video rather, about be somebody worth trusting. Yeah, I meant that. And I was saying, like, I've heard this over the years. Oh, Adam, I trust you. I trust you. And I was thinking about it on the drive into my office this morning, and there's been more than a few people who have said exactly this. And I quote, Adam, I trust you explicitly. And the first time I heard it, I was like, I don't even know what that means. You trust me with swear words? But then I heard it again from a different person. So it's like this weird energy that's been following me around. Adam, I trust you explicitly. People have said this to me. Adam, I trust you. So, when you're younger, you're like, oh, cool, people trust me. It's nice to be trusted. And then as you get older, you're like, I'm not a bank. I'm not a bank vault. I don't know why you're trusting me. I'm a human being. I make mistakes. I am not safer than a bank. But, now at 40, my kids make fun of me for having all these keys, They're like, Dad, is there a better way? Is there anything else you could do? Is there any other thing you could do? I'm like, I said to Caden the other day in front of my mom, in front of his adopted grandma, I was like, Caden, hold up those keys and go through them. I can tell you what each one is for. So he starts going through. He's like, well, I know this is for your work truck, and I know this is for our van, and I know this is for our house, and I know that's for the other house, and I know this is for the safe. And I'm like, are you counting? Are you counting? You're already out of fingers on one hand. He's like, okay. And this is for that safe, and this is for the one. You probably have 6 for each restaurant. And I'm like, yeah, I have 6 actual Medco giant keys for each restaurant. So now you're out of 2 hands. He's like, okay, Daddy, I get your point. I'm like, so if you can think of a better way, he's like, well, can't you have a master key for everything? And I'm like, Caden, a master key for my vehicles, for the house, for the businesses, it doesn't work like that, Caden. But anyway, on that point of being somebody worth trusting, yeah, it is what it is. I have done all this last 10, 20 years out in the open for everybody to see what it looks like when somebody puts in the work and does the soul work. And the flip side of that is, you know what? Don't do the soul work. Don't do the soul work. If life is just one big cyclical samsara energetic, you keep reincarnating over and over again, don't do the soul work. Just live your life however you want. Do whatever you want. And maybe when you die, you do it again. And maybe when you die in that life, you do it again. And maybe when you die in that life, you do it again. And it just keeps going on. Now, there's some people who think that you can exit this wheel of incarnation and exit this wheel of samsara and get out of infinite toroidal loop of incarnating into life on Earth. And some of them think that the way out is to master yourself, to learn the lessons that you need to learn in this life in order to escape samsara. That means you have to be open to learning new things and open to changing and maturing your soul. So starting on that path, you would need to rid yourself of all your vices, find things that are hard for you to do, and then do them. A good start would be to meditate, start meditating. Get healthy, exercise, change your diet around, quit drinking, quit doing drugs. And then look around in your life for things that you're not proud of and change them. So I've been on this journey for a very long time. And my goal is, I hope that I can exit samsara, and I hope that I can get out of the endless wheel of incarnation. I hope that I can get out of this perpetual incarnating into a human body thing. And I feel like I'm on the right path. I feel like I'm on the way out, which is a nice feeling. And I've spent years studying Christianity, the Bible, and I can remember, imagining, my eternity with Jesus in the sky eating Philadelphia cream cheese on a cloud. And after I really felt into that afterlife and really considered it, I realized, one, I don't think that this is what the scriptures promised, and two, I don't want what these scriptures have promised. That's a gut check. That's a gut check, my friend. Imagine being faced as a 20-year-old man with the reality of your eternity and saying, actually, no thanks, I don't want that. It's like, as a vegan, being invited to a buffet. That sounds great. A buffet. Oh man, we can eat as much as we want. And then when you show up to the buffet, they tell you, actually, it's only chicken wings and yogurt, dairy yogurt, and beef ribs or something like that. Whereas most people would be like, chicken wings and beef ribs and yogurt, that's actually not a bad buffet. But a vegan shows up to that buffet and they're like, yeah, it's a buffet. I get it. Thank you for the endless food, but I'm good. Actually, I don't want any of this. So if I just have to starve to death, I guess I'll just do that because no thanks. So that's the kind of gut check that I had and the place that I came to. And so I felt many times in my life like I had the rug pulled out from under me. And this is where I adopted the phrase, side with the truth and you'll always be right. And if I could teach anybody anything, that's a good starting point. Side with the truth and you'll always be right. Memorize it, drill it into your soul. Side with the truth and you'll always be right. So that when you look at arguments and when you look at things, you have an observer's point of view that, hey, this might not be the truth. This might be the truth. I have to side with whatever the truth is because I want to be a person of truth. Side with whatever the truth is. Side with the truth and you'll always be right. That's a good starting point. Yeah, and if that doesn't sound like your trip, just keep reincarnating or go be with baby Jesus or Muhammad, for eternity. If you really think about these afterlives that you're being promised, by the way, and you really think about them, I can almost guarantee that a lot of you will actually not want to be a part of that afterlife. Really think about what's happening after you die, what you're being promised. And if you're a religious person, really think about it. Really think about it. Because I'm telling you, it is not what you're expecting. And you will be sorely mistaken, sorely, sadly, surprisingly shocked when you actually dig into what is being promised and the reality of it. All right, everybody. I'm going to head out. I hope that you have a good day. Thank you for watching the Morning Banana Show, number 133. Let's put some music on. Follow me on Twitter at adamjosh.com. If you feel like supporting me, send me an e-transfer to adam@adamjosh.com. I take e-transfers, donations. Sure. I support organizations like Code of Vets, as some of you know. I support organizations like the fact that I have adopted kids and I'm trying to pay for their education. That's a pretty good charity to support. And yeah, I hope that you guys have a great day. Be somebody worth trusting. Today is the day to start the rest of your life. If you feel like it's too late in the game for you to change, I disagree. Because if eternity is what we're talking about, then you have until the day you drop dead to change your habits. So I would advise you to start now. Take care of yourselves. Have a great day. Bye-bye. I'm going to end the live streams over here. Peace, dudes.